Hello and welcome back to the Submit Up channel. Today we're playing Parcel Simulator for the second episode. Hopefully the first episode wasn't too long or droning on for the people that did tune in. Today we are hopefully going to get into more advanced automation than just having a straight line that we did in the last episode. Hopefully for anyone who's that observant, you'll realise the audio sounds different. I've tried another microphone today. I have a stand now for the Yeti, so it doesn't sound like it's got much background noise. So anyway, let's get into the video. Easy one to start with. Nice and approved. My plan today is to make more money than last time. By that, I think I shall start by emptying the trucks straight away instead of doing them as they come. Just meaning, at the end of the day, when the trucks are finished, I can stockpile all of my parcels. So yeah, I'm already beating this one. Let's just quickly weigh this one then. So B, if I remember, it's been a couple of days, is 10 kilograms. So that is overweight. Great. And by the sounds of what I hear in my headphones, yep, the next truck's ready. So by just constantly throwing them out and get ourselves some basic extra money today, make the progression a little bit faster. I personally don't mind. I'm just here to have a bit of fun with the game. How could such a big box weigh 100 grams? Approved. Oh, wait. I need to check the countries because it's been a couple of days. There we go. Trying to have less mistakes than last episode. Last episode there was 3 mistakes. Hopefully today we'll get that down. No promises. Easy 2 declines. The observant listeners, if anyone can tell me throughout the video if the audio dips, just so I can know. I believe it may just be the way I speak as opposed to the headset itself. However, just good to know, just so I can be informed and try to work on it, keeping the same level of volume throughout. The last video was roughly 40 to 45 minutes long. Seems to be for me a decent time to get 3 days done in the game. That's what I shall aim for each time, but as everybody knows, sometimes you just got to carry on until you finish. There was very basic edits in the last video, just simply cutting out things, like mainly the introduction and the ending, as I'd had to record them a couple of times. Now in this episode, I just hope to be a bit more advanced, maybe cutting out some bits you don't need to see, such as me, for example, just emptying trucks. Who else to see all that? But it very purely depends, as the entire main body of this game is just emptying trucks. So cut all that out, you obviously, I think. But we seem to be keeping up okay. There's trucks coming in. Having one left maybe by the time the next one arrives. Not too bad. All depends on where you get, such as this being sent by letter, instant decline, nice and easy. And I just keep carrying on until the next one comes. Wait. Accept. Been a couple of days since I played this game. Still remember the controls. However, now I do a massive microphone in my airline. So if anyone just wonders why I sometimes stop, it's just because I've noticed it in the corner of my eye. Because I'm childish, it just makes me laugh. But anyway, I'll try not to keep interrupting with just basic nonsense. Overweight. Got about a D stick, alright, for anyone that's interested. It's ABC is +5, so it's 15, and then D and E is just add 10 to those, so 25 for max, I think. No 20 to 30, sorry. Wait a minute. Pretty sure the flag's the wrong way round on this parcel. Yep, so decline. What I do need to actually remember is to look at the contracts tab, as that today obviously could make us a lot of money also. With the game, unless you make a real plan, it's kind of difficult to remember what to do. I think today I'll just try to get as many actual parcels done as I can. Game tomorrow, we'll try to do contracts, but I will give them a look before I end the day. It doesn't hurt to have a quick look. Who knows, I might be able to do one. But today we're getting lots of declined parcels. Don't need to wait because it's E. Pretty sure that's the right country. Yes. Approved. Stop grabbing the parcel. Go. This one. E. No need to weigh it. That's the right country. Approved. Today we have, I believe, all types of freight. If I remember how to zoom. I don't. That's why I didn't zoom when I said it. But I can see from here the air freight is red, so that'll be staying on the floor where it is for now. Everything else, though, we can do. Speaking of air freight, I had that weighed while I throw some parcels. I missed that one 3 times. Oh, there we go. First time. For that one. Overweight. I'm unsure what with declining air freight parcels, whether they still go to the same place. For safety, let's just decline it anyway. 10 kilos. Overweight. And not wait to get into the automation that will automatically weigh parcels. 90% of the parcels are declined for weight and transport type. Makes it really easy, but again, if we could do it automatically, it'd be even easier. There we go, nice and quick. No need to delivery by rocket ship, so instant decline. With this channel, I aim to just play mainly simulator / indie games, roughly really what anybody wants, within reason. I also plan to live stream as and when I get a chance, really. I believe live streaming might be a good way to bring some more viewership, as people can see live. I have a face cam, however, I don't know if I'm going to use that straight away, as people really know what it looks like. It's a big thing. I know roughly where I live that it's not the biggest of places, so there's hardly anyone that's going to approach you in the middle of the street, especially not being absolutely minuscule. But there's always that risk, isn't there, of people on the internet? You never want to really put your face out there unless you're the most confident of people. But other live streams, it should hopefully be the same type of content as the channel itself. I don't plan on using clipping. I don't see the point in clipping channels videos. I'd rather just use that content, edit it a bit, and upload it to YouTube so you don't miss any progress. But most of the time the live streams may be different games that I just want to play that I may not be putting on here, such as like Free Time, like Call of Duty, or Fallout. Just games that I'm really interested in that I don't see me ever showing other people, as the market for those games, the skill level is so immense that I wouldn't meet it. I'm a very good player in other games. I toot my own horn, but I'm nowhere near good enough for other people. And with that, I've just realised it's the end of the day. No more deliveries. That's pretty good. I feel like I've kept up quite well with the deliveries coming in. I feel like I've made minimal mistakes. Not no mistakes. Minimal mistakes. Got 2 parcels ready for air freight for the next day, hopefully. And we have all those parcels that need to be declined. Oh, I've pre-approved. Declined. Obviously the one I print will be the wrong one. Obviously. Fine. Just before I submit all these parcels, considering I have so many that aren't going anywhere right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a quick look at the contracts with you, which is tablet and contracts, and let's see. Only bother doing the ones that are actually worth any money. That's not really worth it. 3 parcels with Lig Bar, I'm not doing that. That's that's not worth it. 2 valid parcels with road type. Expires tomorrow. Let me just check if I have 2 valid parcels. For road type. Just I can steal. There we go. And let's have another look if anything can be declined. 3 parcels for Ligbal. Don't need to be accepted, so 1 moment. I don't think I've seen Ligbal as a destination actually today. Much. I think I've seen 1, it was invalid. Yeah. So at least that's 1 contract we can take today, which is the valid cargo type. From the first submission also of my declines. That's 8 out of 8 correct. So we're off to a very good start for this video. However, I feel like I've got at least another 3 submissions to go before I can celebrate. All that. No. Oops. Throw them in with care. Confirm. Easy $250 in the game. Easy. Submit the next section. Perfect. Another 8 out of 8. And for the last 4. Wish there's a way to speed these up, which I assume there is, just I'm not high enough level yet. Oh, there had to be 1. Had to be 1. Country, Brunei, just invalid. Brilliant. Had to be 1. Had to be the last submission of the declines as well, so I know it would be definitely one of the last ones I did. Let's try the valid submissions today. 2. Brilliant. Last chance for the day. Oh. Oh, I'm awful. Country was invalid. Invalid approval. Country. Country. I think the pattern is I need to actually look at the countries and not just assume I'm going to remember them. Anyway, let's close up. And we'll close up for the day. Correct approvals. We've got a 20 denials. It's not too bad when you see you've done 28 right out of 32. That's not too bad. Getting to today, we'll get some parcels going automatic if we can, just before we do the full day. Won't start it. Come on. Oh, face on right. Just come on out. Just do some cleaning. Oh, I missed. There we go. Today we can press F to zoom. There we go. 2 air freight parcels. So let's go into the tablet and let's what do I want me to do today? Pay the bills. Contracts. Not going to do the contracts. Let's look at serial number identification because the game's going to push me to do that essentially. While I've got the cash as well, we'll buy envelopes and small boxes. Just gives us some extra money per parcel. And I want to go to the shop. There we are. I don't want anything for automation yet. No. Nope. Need to have tier 2. So let's go for the serial number keypad. And why I'm here. Maybe another conveyor. Just to make it a little bit closer to my desk. Go to get those. Place the stairs. Right. Even though it tells me the controls in my face, I still have to think before I just place it. I just don't know the genuine layout of a keyboard as of yet. Roughly there, but not to the level I share with you guys. With this serial number license, you need to key in serial numbers. Use your mouse or the number keys on your keyboard. Confirm. So let's just put this on the desk. Rotate. That'll do, hopefully. And let's now buy the license. When I figure out to get off the shop. Licenses. Buy license. So from today, should now check serial numbers as well. So let's check the emails. What's a parcel inspector's favourite herb? Parsley. Anyway, now we've got into the serial number verification license. For the next delivery, we just have to type it in really to make sure they match. I believe there's a trick for this. Anything with a letter in it is automatically invalid. Obviously, it's meant to be checked with a numpad, which makes it easier for me, I suppose. However, we can now go into the shop. I did notice that we can buy something. Automation. Ah, I see. It came up to tell me I've unlocked it, not that I can use it. Brilliant piece of useful information. So E, so earth rate, lig ball. Now I've got to check the serial number. Just correct, I assume. It's got numbers in it. Just check the first one to test the theory. Yeah, so I believe anything that has actual full numbers will always be valid. Anything that has a letter in it, always invalid. So using that, hopefully it's just easy extra money. Freight, nearly. And don't weigh it because it begins with E. That is a valid serial number. Let's just check the country because I can't remember them, and obviously that's what I always seem to get wrong. I'm unsure whether I'm getting the flags wrong, or it's the pick the parcel, or it's the names of the countries I'm getting wrong. Probably a bit of both, but probably tells me I'm just not checking well enough or reading the email competently, which doesn't surprise me. So that's print again. That's a good serial number. Print approval. And now I'll just get back to the usual tactic of throw them on the truck. Let's get some more deliveries for the day. So good flag. Good number. Hold on, I shall weigh it to see 15 kilos. Why that does that, let's go with some more. Yes, approved. Let's get this one B, 10 kilos to Snowport. I've absolutely made a mess of this already. That declined. No, not you. I've probably put that in a bad place because that's where I click to get onto the desk, because clicking the parcel itself or clicking the printer itself can sometimes be a bit dodgy. So I don't tend to use that much. I've also noticed that's 3 parcels for Ligbal. Remembering a contract from yesterday that I'm sure is still valid. Then we can submit those for extra money. Just for context, not that one. Anyone notices the N on this serial number, automatically invalid. That's just something I picked up watching other people play the game. Just automatically invalid. Let's see. So that flag's correct. Get the weight for 15 kilos. That's correct. Approved. Just trying to clear some of the small parcels off the floor. Not that I can trip over them in a game, but if I was in real life, trust me, I'd be kicking them and tripping over them everywhere. I'm as elegant as a spider on roller skates. Instant decline. Delivery by birthday cake. Not gonna happen. Let's check for this parcel on the floor while I wait. Just wait that. And do the next truck. Oh, instant decline, that's the wrong flag. Quick spot, just to save me some time. Just throw these two parcels out. Don't need to weigh either of them. Nice and easy. That's the correct flag. Is it the correct country name though? Yes. With air freight. A lot of air freight today. 11 kilograms for this one on B, so that's overweight. Feel like there's a lot of panic in this video. I mean, if you're trying to multitask, scanning parcels while coming in. I mean, imagine going home to play a game from a job. To treat the game like a job. I don't need to multitask. I don't need to be efficient. It's a game. Don't work for Amazon in real life. Rocket ship. Decline. Saying that, I have worked in a warehouse and I have worked for a parcel firm, both separate occasions, separate events. But I've never actually been the one who gets to sit there and scan everything on. I'm usually the lucky man who just collects everything. And I literally just dump it, let people sort it, and I go home. Nice and easy. Again, though, I don't do that anymore. If I did do that still, I wouldn't be telling people I'm here. Nothing against everyone. You want to keep things private again, like before. No matter how tiny, it only takes one person on the internet. You know what the internet's like. If someone finds out something about you, they'll use it against you in some way. 4 kilos and approve it because it was a C sticker. I just need to check that. I know I've already submitted that, which is stupid, but yeah, I knew the flag was right, but I was unsure of the actual country's name. Instant decline, being delivered by Burger. Again, we're not McDonald's. Nice. B. 10 kilos. I wonder if anybody notices if I have a slow look around as well. I've upped the graphics quality on the game to highest. This is simply because I think my computer can run it. There's no lag, nothing like that for me. Hopefully the increase in the quality is reflected back to you guys. I know that I upload these in 4K, 2K and SD for you. Obviously, depending on what you have is how you can watch it. But I do take the extra time to make sure it's all in 4K. Take the extra time rendering. And just that extra bit of investment just to capture it in the highest quality. Again, the audio may not be the highest quality that you guys are after. However, that is just something that over time will hopefully improve as I find the right equipment for the job, so to speak. The equipment I have obviously is not cheap rubbish. This is something I've proper invested into, a little hobby. However, I'm unsure how I should really sound. So it's kind of the blind leading the blind. But obviously you guys, you know what you want, you know what sounds nice. Anything, feedback that's constructive, I'll take it right on board. And nearly did it again. I had a habit of last episode of throwing approved parcels, you know, on the decline chute and vice versa. And when I actually watched it back to test the audio, I did notice myself doing it a few times. And it's nothing I can do now, it's too late. I wasn't going to record the video for another time, just to catch a mistake in the actual game. Mistakes are part of playing, and that's just how you get better, is by messing it up. Last parcel from the trucks, and then I'll clear the backlog. Hopefully we've made a good bit of money today. That's the wrong flag. Well, correct flag, but the wrong area. A question for you guys. So, when the contracts say, let's see if I've got one actually. Wrong button. Let's see if I've got one. So, here, destination is Brunei. Would that be the flag that's on the box? Has to be that flag, or is the name of the destination Brunei? Because if it's invalid, is the flag invalid, or the country name invalid? I'm not too sure. It's just something. If anyone has the answer or clarity of that, be great. As you saw then, I also collected a contract. It was the one I was on about before for 3 Ligbal parcels. I can see 2 in the corner of my eye there for the air freight. I'm pretty confident I had a 3rd. That parcel's declined because the flag does not match the city or country, whatever it wants to be classed as. I don't know. But yeah, that is something usually I don't take a second glance. So that is definitely where I'm going wrong. This one is invalid for weight. Luckily this isn't my real job, or I'd absolutely be sacked. I don't have either the speed for doing this in real life, or this. I thought I had good attention to detail, but apparently not. I'm being really exposed by the game. I also feel like since the beginning I've not had a lot of air freight unless I've been missing it. Hopefully I've not been missing it, because it'll absolutely ruin my percentage. Not that it's any good anyway, but I don't want it to get any worse. I didn't weigh it, so B is 10. Check C anyway, so that's fine for 3. Road. If anybody's wondering why I don't submit them as I go, it's purely because I like to see at the very end how much money we've made for the day and how much basically I've got wrong all in one sweep. I know that parcel then, by the way, was Lickball, but there's no need for me to keep it as I'm confident that I have 3 already for this contract. If I don't, I think I've still got one more day to do it anyway. Last parcel of the day to actually be checked. 20 kilos. More lands. Weigh it. 23. Declined. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is do the air freight, which is going to involve me running back and forward. I do apologise. I just have not got down to automating it yet. Also, I'm going to keep the 3 parcels that I believe are for Ligbal. So this one, just throw it over there. This one. Where did that go? Just made it. Just made it. Put this one over here. And move this one. Where'd that go? There we go. Put it there. And let's get it done. Open it up. Must be a total waste of money sending a Ford Transit for 3 parcels. Perfect. And now for what is my favourite part of the day. Checking everything I've got wrong. No point saying right, because most of it's always wrong. Oh, how? How can I have 2 wrong? And all I submit was air freight. I bet you they're the 2 from yesterday that I put in there. Thing for like serial number. So either I've got overconfident and just sent air freight and E and submitted them and not actually checked the serial number, which again, it's going to be a habit. The more I unlock, the more I do wrong. Let's have a look here. So I got 8 out of 8 on that first submission for my denials. That is right there. I did get confused originally by this number, but that's just the multiplier, not what I actually did. So that's 6. 6 out of 6. And that's the approvals. I'm hoping it was just an anomaly getting those wrong. 3. No, that's another invalid parcel. Oh, I'm rubbish. Let's check why that was invalid. Well, I've got 2. Country and serial number. Typical. Of me, that is, anyway. Anyway, that's the end of day 2. So let's go into the tablet and purchase scanner conveyor. But first, let's get into warehouse tier 2. Ah. Brilliant. A second loading bay for me to run back and forward to each of them. So let's have a look what I've unlocked then. Go into the store. Automation. So now at least we're getting right to where we want to be. Checking the stickers. Not bothered about that because I can check those in a second. However, scanner weight can get right in my basket, as they say. We'll need a loader conveyor. Simply because unloading the trucks by myself is going to be too difficult for both of them. I didn't mean to do that. Luckily it saves my basket. And now let's see what else I can afford. I'm not bothering with the scanner because the scanner takes just as long as if I was going to do it myself. I believe I can afford 3, 4 of these. That's good. Oh, well, I need some joiner conveyors actually. I'm going to put here, plan out a system, and I shall be right back. Welcome back from that cut, guys. So basically all I've done is when we're away, it's made the simplest bit of automation ever. Literally, in, if it's good, out to me. If it's bad, out over here, so I know it's to be rejected over there. However, as you can see from what I've hidden, this is a shelf loader. I thought it was a truck unloader. It's not. So this basically would load the air freight shelf if I used racking to get it all the way over there. And this was to join them because in my head I wanted this loader here, come to the middle, join into this. That's not going to happen. Not until I unlock the loader anyway. So my next plan is to start the next, end the day, start the next, just upgrades, really, that's all I can do, and some upgrades, and then hopefully I can get some money, put the conveyors together, and unlock the unloaders. So let's get the summary for today. "14 approvals, 14 declines, 28, 4 incorrect." So it seems a standard at Parcel amount I get through is 32 to 28 per day. With the contracts, that's not too bad. Hopefully today, I think I'm just going to try to go as fast as I can to unload both trucks at the same time. May not bother too much with actually submitting parcels. And I might do some cuts just to see if I can get things unloaded. First of all, I'm just going to read this objective. It's basically my mic blocks that corner of my screen. So if that's been there for a while for you guys, I do apologise. Just wants me to prepare just an upgrade from the upgrades tab, so let's have a quick look what that is. Unlock the tablet. Upgrades. Oh, brilliant. I have upgrades that I've already spent all my money. I'll hide that for you guys for now. Unlock the tablet for the day. Country, because that's what I always get wrong. As you can see, obviously I've got rid of the weight machine now. I have put it in this here, and it's box for boxes, so just pack it up with Q and get it sold away. Speaking of easy money, just throw these in the bin. All the way over here. And and there you go. And let's start today. Let me just check. No train freight today, and no air freight, so just road type. See if we have any contracts. just to help us get through the backlog that we are going to have. One parcel must be valid, that's fine. 2 parcels for Vakula. Butchered. 3 parcels, all invalid. That's 4 serial numbers. All parcels must be valid, not worth it. 4 parcels must be valid. Back on it, let's go. So, just gonna throw them out. Let that one refresh. Did that refresh on its own? Yes. Didn't know whether it'd go on its own or I had to unload both before one would leave. Suppose if you keep an even spacing between the trucks, you should always have one that's ready. Denial. Cake. Not gonna send it. Yeah, I can send it. Got time. Got some time in this game for once. Pre-approved. For road, it could go. Pre-approved for air freight. Go over there. Throw them off for now. I apologise if you can hear my keyboard. The keyboard's not usually too loud. I think it's just me basically fighting for my life with it. Bit of panic, as they say. I'm just smashing the keys. Just see what I can do. Just throw the parcels. The small ones, they give you more money. To me, they're harder to keep hold of when you're rushing around like I do in this game. Trying to quickly jump up and down. The bigger parcel is actually the best because you can just click on. There's a lot more space for you to actually just click on them. Easy decline. That in a moment. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another cut in a moment because you guys don't want to watch me run back and forward for, let's be honest, 10 minutes unloading these 2 trucks. So what I shall do is I'll do a quick pause, cut, if I'm good enough, and when I get back, hopefully, we should just have 2 piles of parcels, 1 available, 1 declined, available, 1 accepted, 1 declined. Please forgive the mistakes in speech, it's just panic. More than anything. I do have a script, but quite often I just go off of it. But yeah, I'm going to just do a quick cut, and I'll be back with you guys in a moment.
One eternity later.
So basically while you've been gone, you can see all these parcels I've had to get through. Everything we got from just that day. As you can see, it still says day 6. Using just this little setup. So we've got all of those in there. Should just be road freight. Got these here approved for rail. Rail's not available today. I've got all these declines here. These approvals here for air freight. Again, air freight though unavailable today. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do our submissions. And see how well I did. Should have done that off camera. It took me about 30 minutes. But I checked every parcel thoroughly. So hopefully there shouldn't be a single issue. Other than the fact that I do have to load up this belt myself. But again, it's not the end of the world. At least the work's done. I can just stack them and brute force them down the chute, just like I did with the approvals. Submit another 8. 16 out of 16 so far. Perfect. Now that I don't have to do the weigh-in anymore, the most common thing I find people are getting rejected for is country and flag being wrong. I believe I literally in this full day of X amount of parcels, obviously we'll find that out at the end, I've had 1 be wrong for serial number. So serial number conveyor is not going to be the most important update I get. I said truck because I'm looking at the truck doors over there. Yeah, that's not going to be the most important thing for me, simply because it takes 2 seconds to glance for a letter. And if you unlock serial number checker with anything else, that will probably be my priority. But as today goes so far, 30 out of 30 for the declines is pretty good going for me. let's check the approvals. In episodes, we've been getting between 28 and 32 parcels per episode, per day, sorry. Already on 38, just from flipping the 2 trucks. That's not including these parcels that are stuck. And this stack on the floor, just, I'd say 49. And the 12 to 13 over there, so we've got another 21 somewhere. Let's do my final submission, last 3. 1 wrong out of 48 is not bad. Let's have a look. Serial number was invalid, so in all that, I still missed 1 serial number. But I stand by that I don't need to invest in this scanner just for 1 mistake every 48. That's pretty good going. Say if it was 1 in 50, so 5%, less than 5% is pretty good. Obviously, that figure comes because we've got all these as well, and I doubt there's a mistake there, and all those over there. Anyway, with that, I'm going to call it here, I think. Just head back into my little shed, close my doors, and get my summary for the day. All in all, it's been a pretty good episode, I believe. 6, 7 maybe wrong. That's not the meme, that's just me actually telling you the numbers, I apologise. Today's been pretty good, plus nearly 3,000. I didn't do any contracts on this last day. That's just because I was so focused on just earning the money and getting that horde of parcels sorted. But to all those guys and girls that have made it to the end, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.